County fairs are a rite of passage this time of year, but because of the pandemic, adaptability is definitely on exhibit this year. Here's Sunup's Curtis Hare in Pontotoc County.
In a normal year, hundreds of trailers, circus rides, and thousands of people are filling up the Pontotoc County Fairgrounds. But 2020 ain't normal.
This would have been our 104th fair, and in 104 years, it's not happened.
Like many events across the state, the coronavirus pandemic has upended the yearly Oklahoma fairs. Organizers have had to make some difficult decisions on whether to have their fairs at all. Both Oklahoma and Tulsa State fairs nixed their stapled events. For Pontotoc County Extension Director Jana Kelly, the decision to cancel the fair was anything but easy.
We start, usually in January, start working on our fair. We've already had books printed. We have a fair board meeting every month. And in, probably April, the fair board started discussing what would happen if we had to cancel.
Yeah, our concern is safety first, obviously. Whether or not we could provide the safety for everybody to ensure that we had social distancing. Would we be able to provide the sanitation products that were needed? Would we be able to get those in supply?
Courtney Perry serves as the vice president on the county fair board. She says though talks of canceling were happening back in April, organizers brainstormed ways in which the fair could happen. But ultimately, the decision wasn't theirs to make.
And the county commissioners made that decision for us. At our July meeting, they came and told us that they had made the decision that no activities would be held at the Agriplex, which is where we have the fair.
You know, as everybody, we would like for the events to happen. And we had a lot of concerns of the safety of everyone out here.
The Pontotoc County Fair is one of the biggest county fairs in the state, and it provides a huge economic boost for the community.
When you talk about the economy of it or the economics of it, we think about, of course, we think about here, my OHC groups have a concession stand. They're going to be out $1,000 this year on one of their fundraisers. 4-H has a huge fundraiser. They do concession stands throughout.
And then we have the carnival that stays pretty busy from the day that we open until we close. That brings a lot of different people from surrounding counties into town, and that brings economic growth in.
While the event is economically important, one of the main purposes for county fairs is to provide communities with a sense of community. And the thought of not having the 104th Pontotoc County Fair is hard to comprehend.
We have a lot of disappointment. I mean, as a fair board member, I've had a lot of parents that have reached out to me and expressed their concern and disappointment.
Especially the kids that show livestock. You know, they already had their livestock at home in place, been feeding them, and the disappointment to not get to show them was big. But I mean, if you get, you know, one child sick or anything was to happen, it would be bad.
I was a little bit upset that they were going to just end it like that. I had wished that I'd get to show this year because I've already purchased my 2 sheep, and then we also have our concession that we always work for 4-H, which would be a major fundraiser this year.
This all seems depressing, but the community decided to rally and turn the bad into something good. Along with other 4-Hers, Olivia Gaylor did her part in helping her neighbors through the pandemic.
Yeah, for some community service for 4-H, we decided to make like 42 masks and donated it to our community.
We developed a little contest for Fair Week, and it's going to be done on Facebook, and it's COVID can't take our fun away. So every day during the fair, they're going to enter photos of themselves with their fair exhibits, their favorite fair memory.
I just think that like this year will just be like a year that I just need to improve. And so even if we don't get all those shows that we usually do, maybe this is just a year that I just need to really focus on sheep. And so I'll miss it, but I keep it on the high note.
When fair season rolls around next summer, the story might be the same. But either way, this community will do its best to make the 105th County Fair happen. Virtually or hopefully in person. In Pontotoc County, I'm Curtis Hare.